Welcome to the Art Project. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, hit the bell, and every time I upload a video, it'll show up. It'll notify you. I'm making a travel watercolor tin so that I can go out on location and paint in my sketchbook if I want to. I'm using Sculpey polymer clay to create little dishes, little tubs. And what I did was I rolled it out flat to fit inside and cut it to fit inside the Altoids tin. And then I got a brush and I'm going to cut it at about right there, whatever that is, whatever it needs to be to fit inside. I'm going to take some sandpaper and sand the end of it so it's not jagged. And then if you put it in the palm of your hand and twist it, it becomes a nice little round end. I'm going to see if it fits. It does. I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to use it to push little indentations, little tubs into the polymer clay. You have to redo them every time you push in a new one just to make sure that they all stay nice and straight. I cut out a little space for the brush, and now I'm going to put it in the toaster oven at 275 degrees for 15 minutes. I didn't go the full 15 minutes because I could tell that the polymer clay was burning. So you may not want to do as high as 275 degrees or as long as 15 minutes. You need to keep an eye on your polymer clay. Once it came out, it was a little bit burnt, but that's okay. It still works. It wasn't unusable. It just wasn't as pretty as I wanted it to be. I'm taping it off so that I can spray paint it with some white gloss spray paint so that the lid will be a mixing tray, just like in the other ones that you might buy in the store. I decided to also make another one out of little pre-made tubs that you'll see in just a minute, and I spray painted the lids of both of these tins at the same time. So I had tried putting the tubs in the container, but of course they jostled around a little bit, and then I realized there was room underneath, or there was room in the tin for more stuff, like if I could figure out some way to do it. So I made this card, and I'm going to line all these trays up, and then I'm going to tape them together with a piece of Gorilla Tape, and then I'm going to cut the tape off, and then I'm going to hot glue that to that little card that I cut out of illustration board. I put a little ribbon on it so I can lift it out of the can when I need to. And that way I can put either a sponge underneath or watercolor paper or something like that. I then picked out some colors to go into it. Obviously I can only put 8 in the one on the left, and I can put 12 colors in the one on the right. So I didn't put any white on the one on the left because I can use the white paper if I need to. But since I had room, I used white in the one with 12 little tubs. So now we're going to test it out. I pre-spray. I let them dry out overnight, by the way. I let them dry out for 24 hours. And then I just kind of misted them just now with that spray mister to sort of pre-moisten them. And then I'm using a Caran d'Ache watercolor or water reservoir brush that's easy to carry around. I'm also going to try out this brush that I made. I didn't really make the brush, but I cut it down to size, and I'm using the top where I spray painted it with spray paint as the mixing tray. And I'm just testing it out, so I'm just making a bunch of crazy stuff in my sketchbook just to see how it works. But I can take this out on location. I can take it to the park, I can take it to the beach, and I can paint right there, plein air, on location. Anyway, turned out pretty good, except for the burnt polymer clay, and I'm pretty sure if I had a smaller marker or something, I could get more trays into the polymer version of it. That's good if you don't want them moving around or anything, but the little trays for the watercolor that I put in this one here, you can get those from Hobby Lobby for like $1 a package, and the package comes with 6, so it's like $1 for 6 little trays. Pretty cheap, pretty easy, pretty fun. Now it is your turn to go and make a travel watercolor tray. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.